Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Worth the Wait MMA podcast. I'm your host, Aries, and to join me for the last pay-per-view of the ESPN era to break down the whole card and go over some fight announcements and stuff like that, we have my guy, the man behind the camera, my bro, Drew. What is up, man?
Man, that's the end of an era. And it's the beginning of the 6 o'clock era for us.
Yeah.
I'm about to shoot over here real quick after work on Saturdays now, my nigga. I wasn't mad at 7 o'clock, man.
I wasn't either. I mean, especially from coming from the West Coast in the United States.
We're spoiled.
We're a bit spoiled with the
we're
times.
Spoiled. So I guess I get it.
With all the sports that goes on. So
yeah, but we got the last 7 o'clock pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And the second to last event of the year.
We got two more events. And then we got a long break before we get to the first Paramount card and the first UFC card for 2026. So it's going to be a long break. Maybe I will do some episodes of breaking news and just discussing some stuff that breaks, but just to stay relevant in your guys' algorithm, stuff like that on the YouTube. But yeah, guys, welcome to breaking down this UFC 323 that's going down in Vegas. We got a rematch at the top of the card. We have Merab defending his belt versus Jan. And I don't know. I'm kind of getting, excited for this card. The more I look at it, the more I'll, just dissecting the fights and the fighters. I'm really, really excited for this card. But yeah, before we get to UFC 323, I do want to just recap the last card of UFC Qatar. For the picks, I went 9-5 for the picks, and for the bets, I actually came out positive, plus 4.5 units on the card. My bets of Arman winning by submission and another submission win. Oh, Almabayev by submission. Just those two bets alone got me on top like that. So I was really, really excited to come out positive on that sketchy card. It seemed like. But yeah, man, I just want to talk about some of the main card for UFC Qatar. Just kind of skim through these. So Arman Tsarukyan submits Dan Hooker. I mean, no surprise there. But damn, I hate to see Dan lose, but Arman looks like a real number one contender in 155, and it's a shame that he got snubbed.
Man.
He got snubbed off that first Paramount card. Yeah, man.
He did what he was supposed to do.
Absolutely.
I don't know what else. Like, I don't know whether what did a knockout. I don't know what else could have been done. We'll get into that.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, Arman. It seemed like solidified himself as true number one contender for the lightweight title.
And I think it should have been Gaethje versus Arman if I'm playing matchmaker here. I think Patty should have fought one more. Maybe coming off of Michael Chandler win. I don't think it really gets you there, but it's what it is, I guess.
You want to go down this road now, or you want to finish up with? You want to get into IMG dominating?
Let's get to
the
IMG.
Other fraud.
Yeah, let's get there.
A new fraud in the 70 division. Still a great coach.
IMG kind of made it look easy-ish. There was maybe a debatable round, but for the most part, I mean, Gary just.
I think it's similar to Prates, right? Where he just kind of dominates, and then there's that one where it's like, all right, but it's like, did he let off the gas, or did he get too comfortable, or what? But yeah, ultimately he dominated.
Takedown defense looked great. No threat there. I think Gary's really growing in that aspect of his game. Just the defensive aspect and the defensive takedown, stuff like that. Like he got in position to, keep his stance. So I don't know, man.
Do you? So this has been okay. Following up from the week earlier, right? With all the highlights that the 70ers put on, right? And everybody kind of throwing their hat in the ring for for a title shot. They got Brady ready to move down to 55. Like, he's over here talking about opponents he'd like to fight at 55 on his podcast, which crazy that him and Piper have a podcast.
Body bags?
It's Brady bags or something like that. It's something goofy, but like, what a it's weird meeting of the minds. But IMG, all right, so he had the cheat code and then he knew that. He got to see in front of him. It's almost like, in football in college football, you get to see what your opponent did. What the people ranked ahead of you got to do. So now I can go out here and get some style points or something, right? I guess it kind of depends on what you call style points. Was a dominating victory over a recent champion enough style points to call for a title shot deservedly? Does the MMA math of beating Carlos Prates, who put on a highlight a week before you, does that earn you anything? Does the fact that he didn't go out and finish Bilal and put on a highlight like the 70ers did the week before him? I've heard a lot of people like shitting on IMG. I think it's just because they don't like him. I get why people don't like him and why he's an unlikable fighter. He kind of comes off as a try hard and a kind of wannabe, little nerdy. But I dig his whole. I watching him. I'll watch any video with him and his son and how goofy he is with his son and stuff. And like, but again, as we always talk about when we talk about him, student of the game, multiple training camps, well versed, as you just mentioned, takedown defense getting better. He knows that's going to be what he's going to have to deal with going, after dealing with Shavkat and going to deal with Islam and stuff. Like, but also he doesn't finish. It's not the most exciting thing in the world. And I think that coupled with the fact that people don't like him, like those are the two things that are his biggest enemy right now. He dominated Bilal, but no one but him feels like that was enough. Like on paper, it seems like it should be enough, but when you watch it, it's just like,
I get it. Okay, I get it, and there's some I like to. I know we're not grouping victories here, but I think Ian Gary might have one of the best resumes out of
the guys that are vying for the title shot.
What he did to Carlos Prates for 22 minutes, 23, 24 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was more impressive than I think what anyone did that last pay-per-view. So I think going from Bilal and then beating Carlos Prates, almost having that
pushing Shavkat
on short notice, almost having that victory. I get it. It's still a loss. And what he did to Michael, like Venom Page, I know it was boring, guys, but I think his resume still is better than a Carlos Prates, who fighting the Leech is knocking out the Leech. And, like, I still think the win over Bilal and Prates in MVP is still better than what these other Morales and
Morales, Prates, and I mean, God forbid, Usman. Which that's a whole
man. Goodness gracious. What the fuck? Like, what is this?
You know what it is. Ariel Helwani called it out. You know what it is. It's Ali.
Oh, the manager.
It's Ali Abdelaziz. You know what it is. He manages Islam and Kamaru. Of course he's going to make that. Islam out here talking about Kamaru is the greatest 170 legacy. And analysts are over here co-signing the bullshit. Half of them are like, he wants that legacy fight. It'd be a great feather in his cap. Get out of here. Get out of here.
No one wants that. No one wants that crotch sniffing matchup.
No, he better get Usman out of there. Get him out of there, dude. Usman's trash. His podcast boyfriend's trash too. We'll get to that later.
So that's my argument in this IMG for the belt. I get it, guys. It wasn't, he talks up a finish, but I would like someone who sells fights, and I think he has the record and the resume to kind of get up to fight for a belt.
It's like old Ravens football when they had Ray Lewis and like they talked a big game and they came out and it wasn't pretty.
It was all show. He did
It
his
wasn't
dance.
pretty at all, but they dominated and they won, and that was all that mattered. I kind of feel that same way about IMG. Like, it's not gonna. I don't go into his fights expecting a finish. I expect just a game plan to be put into effect, and for him to follow through on it all the way through 15 or 25 minutes.
He gives us these performances to kind of like nerd out and just enjoy the art of the sport almost. So I get it. People want finishes, knockouts. I get it, guys. But I mean, he's winning.
It's inevitable. He's going to get there.
Absolutely. He's winning impressively. And again, to do what he did to cause protests, I was like, it was crazy, man. That's still one of the a great performance for this year, man. So yeah. Who we got next?
Ozdemir and Menafield. Quick work. That was, oh my gosh.
Yeah, again, I don't know what I don't know how Alonzo's still here, but it's just crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
Hermanson making his move down a weight class. Yeah, that chin is absolutely cooked. Goodness gracious, man.
That one hurt my account.
Oh my, yeah.
Oh man.
And then Gazeev.
Oh man.
Gazeev losing to Salsa Boy, who,
man, what a late push to end the year.
2026, man.
Like, he is they're throwing him right into it in 2026.
Absolutely. To get a Derek Lewis name under your belt on that resume, I think he may knock out Derek Lewis. I'm not even in front of you guys. I think he gets Derek Lewis out of here. I think you have to call whatever Tom Aspinall got going on. I don't know, bro. With that,
hey, throw it out there
with the one eye patch. I don't know what you're doing, one eye Willie. But you call that name, you call your shot, or they set up a Cyril Gane versus a Salsa Boy for an interim. I don't know. So
I mean, look, we'll get into it with the Volk fight later, but like, there is proof that Dana loves when you do favors for him. This was a big favor. He got a quick return on it with Derek Lewis. You get Derek Lewis up out of here. I mean, that's, bro, what else is left?
Quick turnarounds on short notice, saving a card.
Going to Qatar, too.
Flying halfway across the world. And finishes. I mean, yeah, Derek, Dana White's going to love you forever, man.
And also, real quick, I did want to touch on that real quick. Aspinall, get the fuck out of here.
Bro, he did.
That's such a bad look.
He did his interview with that was the glasses.
Such a walking in the fall, looking like an old R&B video or something. That shit.
Bro.
Doug, he came off so sensitive there. Touching on what Dana said, you could tell he's been like, he's coming. You know the irony in this? He's coming off like how John Jones would. He really is. It's a bad look, man.
Yeah,
that's your heavyweight champ making a whole video, walk and talk about, oh my, and now they're like, oh, now he's got people having his back. Like, he might be done for his, this is about his vision. It might not, like, bro.
I don't know how many doctors you have to go to clear you, but
oh, that's what he said. The doctor still won't clear. He like, brother, then drop the belt. Drop the belt. Quit holding us up.
So hopefully we get a real timeline for his recovery, because it's getting sad. And like, the more he does media and shows his face and gives these
with his shades, with his looks on,
sad ass interviews, like
these woe is me, feel sorry for me ass. Like,
this man has lost. This man has lost so much aura the last 2 months. Like, it's crazy just how people view the guy that they think was like.
They chased John Jones out and made him switch his avatar to a duck. And now they're like, yo, Gane had you shook, and now you can't sit. Gane blinded you, bro. Like, I just, you couldn't be more right. No, he went from like the absolute mountaintop, and he's tumbling right now. And it just, every interview, video, whatever, it just gets worse and worse.
And we are seeing how he takes the hate. He hates it. He hates being disliked.
Right in the cage that night.
He's hurt.
He cussed out the fans.
I would hope that he just stops making videos and just stays quiet. I mean, bro, you're hurting yourself right now in your ego and the way people are viewing you. So,
and you're giving the heavyweight division and media and everyone else, you're giving them ammunition right now.
Look weak.
You're showing the weaknesses in your armor. And here's the thing about like him being quiet too, man. He ain't gonna shut up. His daddy loves to run his yap too. So if he ain't talking, his daddy gonna be talking. Either way, like somebody in that whole camp need to be like, hey man, everybody just stay low.
Relax.
Nigga, go stay in the dark or do whatever you gotta do. Take some eye drops, like whatever you gotta do to get back in that cage, to get your G back, you gotta do it. But I guarantee you part of it is not running your mouth. Like just shut up and stay low, bro.
This is a time for you to have a journal and for you to write. Don't
talk to your therapist or something,
don't
bro.
come on the social medias and just
it's a bad look for the heavyweight champion, man. Like really bad.
And yeah, man, I think Salsa Boy and Gon maybe fight for a number one contender, seeing how the table for the recovery for Aspinall goes. But if Aspinall's not ready by the like summertime, spring,
bro, hey, they're interiming the lightweight. Heavyweight's been held up all this time anyways. Shoot. I mean, what's another interim title, you know?
It might be cursed, guys. This division might be cursed. Coming off the John Jones and now this Aspinall stuff, like this division is rough out here.
Here we go. Aspinall holds out, right? He tries to get back. He tries to get cleared. He can't get cleared by, say, February, right? March. Can't get cleared. Gives up interim belt. Jones Ferreira at the White House.
Oof.
Interim heavyweight belt. There's your conspiracy theory right there.
I like the sound of this.
Main event. There it is.
I like
you heard it here first.
Nice.
Sit your blind ass down somewhere, Tom.
Okay.
Tired of this guy already as heavyweight champion, man.
That's pretty fire. That's good job, True. I like that. I like that. I actually like the way
we gonna mark this one.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the social clip. Let's get it circulating.
What else we got from this? Bro, Horiguchi.
Welcome back.
Holy moly. I knew I had you winning, but I didn't think he was gonna win like that. Oh my goodness. You hurt Khabib's feelings. That man whooped Tagir's ass. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Horiguchi. I mean, this is a fun fighter to slot in a very fun flyweight division right now. And with the flyweight division and the title being defended this weekend, I don't know, man. I know Horiguchi's up there, but so is the champ in age. So we could see something. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
And I mean, they have history too, like training together and stuff. Did he call him out after the fight? Like, he called
for the belt.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Why not? I mean, because look, if this weekend goes a certain way, I mean, we're running out, guys. We're running out. We are running out of challengers. So why not?
Why not? But yeah, that's all I wanted to touch on. Just the main card. Shout out to Big Brother Topuria for doing the damn thing. That guy looks pretty good too. Alessandro Topuria looking good. But yeah, that's all I want to touch on from UFC Qatar. And this we'll just talk about some headlines that kind of broke this past week or last 2 weeks. For the Paramount, Dana coming out with some Paramount news. He broke the fight card and the main event for UFC 324. Yeah, 324.
Yep.
The first numbered event for Paramount card. And
first
then
6 o'clock start.
Yeah, so we got a time change, which is very exciting. Again, I'm sure the people on the East Coast love this. 1 hour does a lot for you guys. So yeah, cards will be starting at 6 p.m. instead of 7, and so on and so forth. But is that all the Paramount stuff that he gave out besides the fights?
He gave that out. He gave out the 324 majority of the card and just the 325 main event a week later.
So yeah, UFC 324, the first card for the new Paramount deal, going down January 24th. The main event for that card is going to be Justin Gaethje versus Patty Pimblett. And in the co-main, we have Amanda Nunes making her return versus the champion Kayla Harrison. Yeah, my initial thoughts and reaction to that announcement. I believe I was at Thanksgiving dinner when I saw that.
Because it was during the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of let down. I'm not gonna lie. I know Patty and Justin it's a great matchup, but for the first card for this new deal for Paramount, I was let down. I was kind of upset that Ilya is not fighting on and not headlining this card. I mean, I think this fight is better than a Pereira versus Olberg for me personally. But it just didn't have that sting that I wanted for this first card for this new deal for Paramount. Again, it's a great fight. It's going to be an exciting fight, but just didn't have that X factor. I guess the star power is lacking for the first card for a new deal. So again, we talked about it, a couple times, but Justin Gaethje was really trying to get a title fight and was threatening to retire if he wasn't going to get a title fight or a meaningful fight. But now he has his interim fight with Patty. And I guess, but it sucks that, Armin's not in the spot versus Gaethje. I would rather see that fight than Patty versus Gaethje. But yeah, what do you think about that, man?
I think as far as Armin goes too, the crazy part about that with Armin is that when you break down, okay, so we'll do end of January, you get this interim title, right? Then we don't have a timeline on what's going to happen with Ilia Topuria and this. We assume it's the divorce stuff. We don't know how messy that's going to get, how long that's going to linger. Who knows, right? Say it goes till second quarter, third quarter, even, right? Like beginning of summer, and you get like that July 4th ish, the Expo card, right? Fight week card. Ilya versus the winner of this one. So then we're looking at what? September, October.
It's coming up on a year. Yeah.
Armin's not taking another fight.
And he shouldn't.
Why would he?
No. Yeah.
Especially after the way that he did that, right? To me, that's the part with Armin that it's like, man, bro, you was gonna sit around and eat lamb's head for a year or camel's head for a year. Like that's wild. And that's just the continued punishment for whatever reason for Armin. As far as the actual fight, I was very underwhelmed. I was shocked. I was like, wow, that's what not of all the combinations, I didn't land there.
Yeah, I got you.
At all. And here's the thing, right? To tie into the event, for one, I think if it were, it's been a talking point. I think it's been the number 2 talking point behind the actual main event is the co-main event, and it being the co-main instead of the main because it's the real belt, and it's like kind of a super fight between two of the best women ever, and it's for again a real belt. This is for an interim title. I think I would have liked it more if it were the co-main. I think that I would have liked it more if I just if it were okay, like we talked about before. They a lot of people were talking about how like the UFC and Paramount wanted to make this bigger than 300. One of my questions that I was wondering was how much do you think Paramount had to do with making this the main event?
I don't.
You think they had a hand in it and being like, hey man, look, this is the first event. First event, you got to come off with a bang. We need an exciting fight. We need names. We all know that from the moment they signed him, that Dana's wanted Patty to be like the next Connor type of shit, right? Gaethje's a super exciting fighter, a well-known name. Patty isn't he can sell a fight. I'm not ready to call him the most exciting fighter yet. I don't think he's deserving at all when you go down his resume. His resume is very unimpressive. Definitely not deserving of a title fight. Like you beat a super washed Michael Chandler, whose UFC career record has been an absolute shit show, nightmare, joke.
So Ferguson, Green,
think like, come on, man.
King Green, and then Michael Chandler.
I think it's this will be Patty's first fight in like his last however many fights against someone younger than like 38 years old. And Gaethje's like 36, like 37. Like it's crazy. And it's only because, again, and I don't even know if we can say he's a good fighter, don't get it twisted. But like, it's just because he's going to sell the fight. I can't call him in good conscience an exciting fighter because I still don't know that yet.
And this is the thing, like coming off his last fight with Michael Chandler, he was a very, very calm.
He was great. It was his best performance we've seen, I think.
But building the fight, he was very calm. His demeanor was something. He seemed like matured. So if you're expecting the bash kid to start talking, you better put some more money in his pocket to sell the fight like you used to. Because
that was why we picked him. We talked about how calm and with his twins and how it was a more mature and this and that, Patty, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Gaethje has him to pull it out of him. We also see Patty though yelling at at Ilya and all that when they cross paths, so it's still in him. I think he needs the right opponent to kind of pull it out of him. I don't know that Gaethje's that.
I don't think so.
I think Gaethje can knock his fucking head off too. I wonder.
It's some real shit though.
Hey man,
there's some real danger in this.
Look, Patty ain't been hit by that. He old, but he's still heavy-handed, man. And like, I think part of what bothered me about this announcement too, and everybody know, like, I love Gaethje. He's one of my favorites. He ain't deserve this either. He low-key like threw a little bit of a fit.
Oh yeah.
And like, again, Dana loves people that do him favors. Like Gaethje's been there for him. Gaethje stepped up for him, and to throw that little fit and be like, I'll just take my ball and go home then if I don't get the title shot. What message does that send to 55? Like, oh, like Charles has got to be like, oh, that's all I got to do? Cool. Like, at least I had the real belt. Like and again, I love Gaethje, but he doesn't deserve this. That's what it is. I saw it and it was like, oh, these are two guys who are just like, oh, two guys who are a fight or two away are instantly getting sprung to the, as of now, recency bias, the biggest card in the company's history. It's just meh.
Yeah.
And that's not the way that, and again, the fight might be the best fight of the year right out the gates, but on paper, we just like, all right. It's interesting matchmaking.
But yeah, I think this just leads to an Oliveira versus Max, or Max versus Armin, or not Armin, but
it's got to be Max and Charles, right?
Yeah,
it's got to. Why not just throw it on that card with them?
That would be absolutely
like, why not, man?
Because that fight would be better than any fight on that card.
You know what I mean? Like, why not?
For the BMF belt, right there. Absolutely crazy.
I do. I had this one written down as a question because I actually, when want to get deep with you right here on this one, right?
Let's go.
Do you think on any level, like I said, since the moment he signed him, we knew Dana wanted this dude to be a star, right? Do you think that Dana set this fight up because it is Paddy Pimblett's best chance at winning a title, even if it's only an interim title? Because look at who else is out there. Gaethje is of the people that they had the option of. Gaethje is, I would probably say, the air quote safest and stylistically friendly, I guess, matchup for Paddy.
Absolutely.
To get the gold around his waist and put that rocket up his ass and set that Ilya fight up.
So I think the UFC has done a great job with Paddy's matchups his whole UFC career, giving them these friendly matchups, stylistic matchups, these older fighters who have a bit of a name, bit of a face that he can still build on and push him forward. And him fighting Gaethje is, like what Drew said, the safest stylistic matchup,
the easiest route
that can create fireworks, that can still bring a fight and be exciting. And Paddy looks great stylistically in a fight with Gaethje than an Arman, Charles, and I think Max would knock the shit out of Paddy.
Max would dog walk Paddy.
Guys, like Max is.
Do not sleep on Max's boxing, dog. He would piece that boy up for 5 fucking rounds.
I know Max has always been dangerous, but what he did to Dustin Poirier, I know Dustin Poirier was about to retire, but the power that Max had in that fight, he just had a lot more sting in his punches.
He's getting comfortable at 55.
Holy shit, this guy's scary. Yeah, definitely. Dana knows what he's doing with these matchups with Paddy.
Strategic.
And he knows if Paddy can get past Justin Gaethje, an Ilya versus Paddy that has bad blood already would just go through the roof.
It would legit, I personally feel, between the two of them, because it would be Ilya. Ilya's a fucking villain, bro. And that's part of why I love the dude. He wants to be that shit talker, the villain, like he don't give a fuck. And he would bring that out of Paddy. He already does, right? I think it would be like Conor levels of pre-fight build-up. And that alone would be worth booking this fight and hoping that Paddy wins, I guess. But outside of that, I don't see the vision other than, Dana and Hunter being strategic in picking their next potential star, or at least using that to build him up enough to sell one of those, the premier ones that they're going to sell for however much money.
Because I will say this, I would be surprised if Ilya accepts a fight against Arman. Again, Ilya is not here to rack up names and resume, like build his resume and be this legendary fighter. Like, he wants to make money and get out. So I think the Paddy fight excites him because there's bad blood, like genuine bad blood, and he hates Paddy. And this has been building up for years, guys. But I think he really wants to settle in to 170 and go chase Islam. That's what I think. I think he fights Paddy and he goes to Islam wherever he's at. That's what I think. And maybe this time off with his court, stuff may help him build his body up to 170. And, you could just say, fuck the title. And
seeing that's good. I have a strong feeling that's what's going to happen. That's going to piss me off, man. That's going to suck.
I'm low key thinking it, like, the court stuff is at the headline, but he's usually probably getting his 170 body ready to.
Well, that's what I
call out Islam.
When I texted you about it, that's what I said. I said I thought he was leaving to chase Islam, and we were just getting the new title. But then I read, oh no, it's interim, and then I read deeper and I was like, oh okay, because I hope he's not, because there's still a lot of fun fights for him at 55. He quits chasing. It's gonna get to like Chandler chasing McGregor levels of like, dude, why are you obsessed, bro? Just be great somewhere else. Like, so yeah, but
again, guys, Ilya's not here to sweep out the divisions and stuff like that. He's just here to make money. So that's where the money's at, not Arman. So And then I guess we can talk about the ladies' fight. Amanda Nunes making her return. It was kind of a short, maybe 2-year retirement. I feel like a year retirement, something like that. But man, I'm really interested to see how she does against Kayla. In that strength at 135. I think it's going to be a battle to see both of these ladies make 135. Hopefully they can make it safely.
I mean, Amanda looked big, but she looked like she was already,
she looked
in shape. You know what I mean? She looked like she hasn't been too lazy while she's had her time off. So that's hopefully a sign, that we're heading in the right direction with her.
But man, it's really just.
But Kayla, oh my gosh, yeah, she's old.
Can Amanda defend these takedowns of Kayla? And I think she can if she comes in 100%. But yeah, we'll see though.
Has Kayla felt anything like Amanda? Like you can't.
Nah, there's some different,
you
man.
Can't.
Get ready.
Like, yeah. So no, that's stylistically that's an intriguing one for sure.
I really want to see what the lines look like for that fight. Because
see, I think we actually have.
These are two ladies who get blown up lines, so we'll see what the lines come out to.
DraftKings early odds, you have Harrison minus 180, Nunes plus 150 money, and you have Patty minus 205, Gaethje plus 170 money. A couple of the other matchups, O'Malley and
Dog parlay, anybody?
I mean,
I'm definitely that Amanda. I'm definitely putting some money on Amanda. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Oh, at plus 150, like get in the money now.
Yes,
while you can before the name recognition, because that's always gonna happen. Like, man, get in now, because that's the greatest women's fighter of all time is a plus 150 dog.
What a treat!
Is kind of wild. And yeah, okay, so also last thing on the 324, and then we can go to, actually it ties into 325, right? A week later they announced 325. It's Volk and Lopes. No one outside of the Diego Lopes household and camp is happy about the announcement. Not even Volk. Volk, even before the fight was announced, was very vocal about Lerone Murphy or Movsar. Very vocal, open about those two deserving a title shot. Then he gets Lopes. As I mentioned earlier, Dana loves people that do favors for him. Lopes has done that. Lopes fought Ige on the short notice.
I guess so.
He a lot of in the know say that it meant a lot that Lopes carried Noche against Bud and Canelo. I'm just, this is what I'm hearing. That's all. I think it's goofy. Apparently, word on the street is Volk wanted this card that Merab is headlining. He wanted 323. They told him he wanted 323 against Lerone Murphy. Apparently, they told him, well, we're going to throw an event in Sydney. Why don't we just have you headline there? Of course. Then they book the fight. They let him know, and then the footage comes out of him, like when he's in the training and he's talking about how he's like, wow, like I was surprised. I thought it was going to be, and word on the street is, yeah, he's super pissed about this because, let's be honest, what does this fight do for his legacy?
Nothing.
Fuck nothing. And it also ties into what we spoke about earlier. Like I said, there's no excitement around the announcements anymore. Some of the announcements almost are coming off like that. The UFC almost is just like they're in one of those moods where they're just like, what else are you gonna watch? You gonna go watch PFL? You gonna go watch Rise? You gonna go watch Cage Warriors? No. You're gonna watch us because we're the biggest and we're the best, and now we're giving you shit for free. So yeah, you're gonna watch Volk and Diego Lopes too, because Lopes is a big enough name still, and he just beat Silva, who like it's never mind that Volk dominated him and smoked his boots in one of the most shocking
The man had
title fights to me. Like
the man had one moment in that whole fight,
the whole,
and you know,
I just this one, if Patty and Gaethje's announcement was math, this one was just like, what the like.
Dana has to be in some like Marty Bird shit, like with the Mexican, with the Mexican cartel or something, bro. There's no way Dana's like, this is it. This is the one, guys.
He can't care about what the fans, because no one wants this shit.
Or he just really want to push that Mexican market and just be like, give me a Mexican champion right now, please.
Well, because so I guess that was part of it too, right? Was that so Yair beating Pitbull, that apparently he was going to leapfrog Diego, and he was going to be next against Volk until he got injured. So Yair fucked this up too, like Yair always does, if we're being honest. That's one of the stories of Yair Rodriguez's career. That's a big footnote of his career. Is like, man, that dude could not be counted on for shit. And now we get Lopes and Volk. When at least we could have had Yair and Volk, and I'd have been more excited about that at least. Or we could have had Lerone or Mofs are like the ones who actually deserve it. So now we're going to hold up another division and do this shit all over. And if Lopes wins, Volk rightfully can call for a rematch if he wants.
And here we go with the trilogies and the shit.
And if Volk wins, I'm hearing a lot of too that Volk wins, gloves down.
Retirement.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's perfect. Beat this dude in Sydney.
Yep.
What else I got to prove, bro? You're not going to give me the young guys. So I may as well just reset the division.
Fuck.
So either way, we're, again, like with the lightweight, we're looking at things not being resolved. I think that's what I got most from these two, UFC 324 and 25, is like, bro, we're not getting clarity on shit, really, with a lot of this potentially. We're just kind of delaying and lazy rivering a couple divisions forward. And that's whack.
That's terrible.
Sorry to shit on the proceedings, y'all, but that's just I just wish we got more from Uncle Dana like we used to.
Again, guys, like I think we've said this before too. Like we were hoping with the new deal that Dana would exit and there would be a new president of the UFC who could announce these things and have build some more excitement around the fights that are being announced. And but yeah, Dana just doesn't care. He's just gonna get these fights out and just have us just here. Eat it. Here, there you go. Enjoy.
If Islam's first fight is Usman, that's all the proof I need. That like, bro, you don't care anymore about us and what we like. You don't give a shit, bro. You really don't.
Go to boxing already, bro.
Straight, yeah, just go do the TKO
just
stuff,
leave it
bro.
alone.
You got it, man.
Yeah, we don't have anything else for the 325, but yeah, those are all the announcements that we have for you guys. I guess we can just jump right into this Saturday's card, UFC 323. You guys know we're gonna start from the bottom and work our way to the top. We're gonna break down these fights, give our picks, and I'll be back Friday for the whole slate of bets and top 5 confident picks, favorite underdogs, stuff like that. So.
All right. So we got UFC 323. We got the early prelims on Fight Pass. And we are going to, as I usually use, we use DraftKings for the odds. Oddly enough, as you pointed out, like as we looked at, ESPN only has the main and co-main listed for odds right now. I don't know what that's about. But again, we're going to go DraftKings. Said work our way from the bottom to the top. We open up the function at featherweight, where we have 13-3 Muhammad Naimov. He's the plus 210 dog, and 17-1 Myron Santos comes in as the minus 258 favorite.
Minus 250 for Myron Santos. See, just right off the bat, those odds don't just sound terrible to me. Like Myron Santos should not be a almost 3-1 favorite. Yeah, this guy's good. He's 25 years old. He's young. He's still growing. But you guys they're acting like Naimov is just some bum, but he's not. So I guess from the betting aspect, this is either a dog or pass fight for betting. But again, we've seen Myron Santos. Yes, if you look into the past, he's coming off a Sadiq Yusuf win, a decision win. But if you look at Yusuf's past 5 fights, he was very, very an inactive fighter, dealt with injuries. So Sadiq Yusuf in 2025 is not even a ranked featherweight fighter. So yeah, it's a name, it's an OG name in the 145 division, but I'm not holding too much weight into that win. He's very exciting. He, a precise kickboxer, Muay Thai striker as well. But I think Naimov has some strength to slow down this fight with the wrestling, the grappling. He does get his fighters against the cage and kind of grinds them out, but he could slow down Myron Santos's output and just kind of make Santos work a little bit. And I think we might see Santos on the ground here with some takedowns from Naimov. Now, Naimov, he throws big. He has big power. Doesn't really set up anything much. So I can see this fight going either Naimov gathering the ground control and winning this fight there by decision, or Myron Santos staying on the outside and just kind of picking his shots, and this fight being a very slow, rolled out fight here for Myron Santos to just win a decision here. I'm going to go with Santos. I think he can find some counters here in the striking, but I'm not too confident in a 3-1 favorite in Santos. So from betting, I think this is a good dog or pass. So
right. Up next, we go to middleweight. We have the biggest favorite on the card. We undefeated 8-1 Mansour Abdul-Malik. He's the minus 1150 favorite, taking on 12-5 plus 650 Antonio Trocoli.
Abdul-Malik looks apart. I mean, this guy's frame at middleweight is crazy.
Yeah.
But just by one performance in his last performance against Cody Brundage, where that fight ends up a draw, I think this man has lost a lot of fans. He's lost a lot of people pushing him and behind him just because off that one performance by Brundage. And the low output, it looks like he was having a hard time figuring out Brundage. He looked very shy, gun shy. And just the way that fight ended in a draw. So there was like an eye poke or an illegal blow, and they decided to just call one round of the 2 rounds after, and just did the decision after round 2, basically. And that's how it became a draw, really. So Malik looked just not very good against Cody Brundage. So there is some hesitant stuff there, but who he's fighting in Antoine Trocoli. Trocoli is not really good in my opinion. So I think Mansour should get on track here and look good against Trocoli. But yeah, that last performance really leaves a bad taste in your mouth after what he showed. So I'm gonna go with Malik, but again, I'm not. Don't ever just keep moving forward with your money on this one. But I think the over 1.5, just because of the low output, and I don't know from Malik. So yeah,
man, 2 fights and 2 kind of leave him alone.
Yeah,
just don't even bother with him so far.
There's a lot of tricky fights on this card, man. There's a lot of tricky fights.
We got another potentially tricky one here. Light heavyweight. We have the Dana White Contender Series alum, 1-0. Is it Iwo Baraniewski? He is the minus 192 favorite. It's 14-3 Ibo Aslan.
Yeah,
plus 160.
I know people are very, very low on Ibo Aslan. I get it. I mean, this getting subbed by Ian Kutulaba is not a good look. Okay, people are getting knocked out by Ian Kutulaba, but to get subbed, okay. And then in your last fight against Billy Elikana, he looked really, really gun shy to like let his hands go, and basically had zero output in that whole fight. It looked bad. I get it, guys. And Billy Elikana is not that good. So I get it. People are very low on Ebo Aslan. But what I do know is he can draw out fights to kind of extend past the first round. And if you look at his opponent here, um, Bern Baraniewski,
Yeah.
he's finishing fighters like that in the first round. I think Ebo Aslan does have a chance to kind of eat these big shots. I don't think Baraniewski is that well put together to kind of set up these big shots. I think Ebo Aslan could find himself in a firefight, and I think he could come out on top on this in this fight. So again, the 6-0 record may sway a lot of people. The knockouts, the finishes, I get it, but if this fight gets to the second round, what does this guy look like? And I don't know if I want to back that yet. Ebo Aslan has a huge reach advantage in this fight. He's going to be a bigger fighter. I'm going to take a shot here on the underdog with Ebo Aslan to win by finish. I think there's a finish here, man. So I think Ebo Aslan gets back on track. I think Ebo Aslan could be fighting for his job. With the back-to-back losses, I think he may just have to fight for his job and look for a finish to kind of keep his job. So give me Ebo Aslan to win by finish, knockout.
So
buddy. Oh man.
Up next we have one of the goats for me, man. I love this man. He is coming in back to lightweight, 24-13. Edson Barboza. He comes in as a plus 245 dog to the recently unretired. Welcome back after the 9-month retirement. 14-9, the minus 305 favorite, Jalen Turner.
I have to watch Jalen Turner's media days and just see how this week goes for him. Just hear him talk.
See where his head's at. See how apparently he's found Jesus in this.
So did Brian Ortega and a lot of these fighters, I guess. But
that was one of the key points that I've heard in his talks is that during this time off, he's really taken time and settled down and found Jesus. So with the Lord on your side, you're a minus 305 favorite over a guy who hasn't won at lightweight since 2018.
Oh, this is a trap.
Oh,
this is a trap, man. Like Jalen Turner should be the faster,
1,000%.
He's gonna look great. He should look great.
The chin's got to catch up eventually, man.
Edson Barboza looked terrible in his last fight. Just the pressure from Jakar Close, Edson Barboza, and when Barboza was getting hit, it just looked like he wasn't responding well at all to those punches. The kicks are going to be going early, but I think Jalen Turner should be able to just, withstand the storm early from Barboza. And again, Barboza just kind of was breathing heavy his last fight. And I know that has to do with the pressure from Jakar Close, but 39, almost 40 years old. That's Edson Barboza. Just
a lot of miles too, man.
Yeah, man. So again, Jalen Turner should win this fight, but Jalen Turner almost knocked out someone.
Money
Moicano.
300. Then he just again one of the most bizarre.
Try to get a walk-off knockout.
The
ref didn't stop it. Moicano recovers. Moicano ends up finishing Jalen Turner. I feel like from that point on, Turner.
Then Bohemondez subs him, like a striker subs you, and then you're like, all right, I'm good.
Again, Turner should be just a faster, more precise striker here. Going to be longer.
Almost 10 years younger.
I'm going to take Turner to win But again, I'm not confident at all. Again, a 3-1 favorite is crazy coming off a 9-month retirement. If finding Jesus was a skill, then yeah, go for it. But
I think that your initial comment about it being a trap, that's it. I think it's much like the first two fights. How you said, like, man, like if you want to attack, like, go for it. But man, overall, this one feels.
but it's like
Again, like you said, everything points right at Jalen Turner and says, this should be the fight that maybe starts something for you and springs something for you. But are we going to be surprised at all if Barboza just outclasses him for 3 rounds?
But also, Jalen Turner doesn't have a good cardio
Mm.
tank either. He gassed out against Dan Hooker, lost split decision, lost to Gamrot, split decision. Moicano, again, that situation, and then gets subbed. Like, it's trappy, guys. And
This is a man whose career record's 14-9, by the way. Like, Jalen Turner ain't like, 16-3 or something, or 20-4. Like, my man's got losses.
Jalen Turner is built like he should be, like, top 5 fighter in this division. Like, he's tall, lengthy, talented, but we know that you've broken before mentally. Does finding Jesus, like, just fix all those mental things? I don't know, bro. So just stay away.
Yeah, I like that.
That's
I like that, man. It feels like a trap, man.
Goodness.
We are gonna go to middleweight for the feature early prelim. How about this dude being on the early pre? This is actually a kind of banger of a fight potentially.
This is a fire fight.
Like, you feel me? Like, this has
fight.
potentially be a banger of a fight. Like, stealing fight of the night, hidden low in the cards. But we have former middleweight title contender,
your favorite racist,
everyone's favorite racist, number 14th ranked middleweight, somehow, some way, still in the UFC. 1991 Marvin Vettori. He comes in as the -118. He comes in at -118. He's going to be taking on 14-2 Bruno Ferreira, who comes in at -102. Pretty again, another one of these fights that
the odds are kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But I'm gonna pick Marvin Vettori to win this fight, guys. So Bruno Ferreira, again, big power. He has submission wins, yes, but who is he submitting? Let's look. Armin Petrosian, known for being a kickboxer, doesn't have ground game that good. Jackson McVeigh? Come on, man. That's what you're supposed to do, McVeigh. He's not even UFC talent, I don't think.
Yep.
So the wins look good for this guy, Bruno Ferreira. I get it. He knocked out RoboCop, and he's looked unstoppable. Getting submitted by Abus Magomedov in the 3rd round, where he was slowing down in the 3rd round. Sorry. So the wins look good. The finishes look good, but having a veteran like Marvin Vettori, who's going to be there right in your face, he's going to hit you back.
Got a big old hard head.
You're not going to sleep Marvin Vettori. You're not going to put out Marvin Vettori. I just see Marvin Vettori maybe getting hit big, yes, but I think the total strikes that are going to be landed are going to be heavily favored in Vettori. I think Bruno Ferreira may try to keep up with the output, but this is going to just gas himself out here. Yeah, give me Marvin Vettori to win. Not to get picky here, just go with the money line of Marvin Vettori. If you want to get cute, I think there's a TKO down the line in the 3rd round, maybe, for a Marvin Vettori, just by a gas for Bruno Ferreira. But I think Marvin Vettori is being disrespected on the lines here. So give me the Italian.
I mean, everyone's favorite racist. Never been knocked out.
This guy
he lost a split decision to everyone's middleweight GOAT other than Anderson Silva. Like,
this guy has seen the best of the best in this division. And I think this is probably one of the not the easiest, but it's a favorable matchup for him and Marvin Vettori. And I like the quick turnaround. I know he just got done fighting Brandon Allen not too long ago, but I like the activity from Marvin Vettori. I think he's ready to go, man. Give me Marvin Vettori to win by finish in 3rd round. TKO.
I like that. We head now to the prelims, which, again, last pay-per-view event of the year. Welcome back to ESPN2. Also, college football's low-key over in its championship weekend, so
Yikes.
ESPN needs some programming for the next 2 weeks. That is going to take us into an interesting prelims for me. Yeah, Vettori on the early prelims and some of these fights, but hey, we're here. We open up the prelims on ESPN2 in the lightweight division, where we have 11-1-1 Naseem Sadykov. He's going to be taking on 17-4 Fresh Ziam. Ziam is the minus 135 favorite to Sadykov at plus 114. That's interesting.
This has potential to be fight of the night. Or one of the whoever wins this fight is probably getting a bonus. I think this fight ends. I'm a pretty high on Sadykov. He's coming from that Ray Longo Sarah gym, and I know he finds himself in firefights and wants to strike, but he has that wrestling in his back pocket, and I think that may be the path to victory here to wrestle Ziam. For us, Ziam is coming along very, very well. I think he's probably one of the brightest prospects names coming from France. He's long. I think he's putting stuff together really well, rounding out his skill set. The knockout of Matt Frivola last year was absolutely nasty. So yeah, but I don't think Ziam has that power, that sting in his punches to kind of make Naseem kind of back off and have him being patient in this. I think Naseem can push the action here. I think he could overwhelm Ziam with a lot of volume. But again, I think the wrestling is the X factor here from Sadykov. Yeah, Nas just has some nasty finishing upside. So yeah, I'm gonna take the underdog here. I'm gonna take another underdog. I think there's too much tools that he can use for this fight. To be an underdog is kind of wild to me. I know Ziam is kind of looking great. I think he's won his last 5. And again, those 5 fighters, yeah, they're okay, but I'm gonna take Naseem Sadykov to win, man. I think there's a finish here as well. Give me Nas to win by TKO.
All right, up next, the fight that I personally believe should be the prelim main event. We got a top.
I think you bump up this fight and the fight we just broke down up to replace the other 2 fights that are above this card or above this in the prelims.
Agreed. I think you could get away with putting the opener on the pay-per-view as the headliner of the prelims and let these 2 ladies open up the card.
It's like, bro, get Grant Dawson the fuck out.
Yeah, we'll get there in my intro. That fucking clown. We go to the flyweight division. Top 10 matchup. The return of number 5, 14-2 Macy Barber. She's coming back as a minus 180 favorite over number 9, 19-5 Karine Silva, the plus 150 dog. Fire fight.
Karine Silva was plus what?
Plus 150.
Wow.
Yeah.
I kind of understand this, but I'm gonna take a shot out here on the dog, Karine Silva. I get Macy Barber, but man,
it's a long time off, man.
I'm just kind of worried. I'm worried about what she just kind of came off of. If you guys don't remember, she was scheduled to fight Erin Blanchfield at the Apex. They showed the promos for the main event card for the main event, which was Macy Barber versus Blanchfield. And before walkouts, they canceled the fight because Macy Barber couldn't make the walk to the octagon. She was sick or she went to the hospital. I guess she's had a boob job, which kind of messed with her. I don't know. She
was
seizures?
going through seizures. She had issues with seizing.
So I don't know. I haven't heard from her since. I know she probably did an interview here and there, but again, she has volume, but I feel like she does this weird thing where she throws strikes to find distance, but she does the scream like yeah, but she's not hitting anything. Like her opponent's like way too far out. Again, maybe she's just trying to find distance, but again, a lot of air punches. Again, the volume may be there, but I just don't know health wise where Macy is at. Like that's some serious shit. Some seizures. So, um, and like Karina Silva, she may have some cardio issues. She does fade in the third rounds. It's been looking like in her last couple fights, but Karina Silva is really good everywhere. Has a ground game, some striking. Even though she doesn't have a lot of output in the striking, she has some power, dog. Again, I just don't know what Macy looks like. I think this is a bad stylistic matchup for Macy. I think Silva could just be a bigger, meaner, in the clinch against the cage. I think she could. Silva could have her way with Barber, just the physicality. But Barber's no punk, man. She's not gonna give up on herself. She's a fighter, but again, the health scare just kind of has me worried. So I think the skill set from Silva just is enough for me to go with the dog here. So give me Kareem Silva to win by decision.
All right.
Wait, who do you have for that fight?
I'm with you. I look. It's been what, like 16 months off or so for Macy.
The last fight was like 2024.
It was March of 2024, and after that, like before that, it was almost a year off too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. For one, the health issue to been drawn out for this long or to been going on for this long, that feels like it should be problematic. The uncertainty of it, but also like I don't know how much it maybe like keeps you from training and from staying in fighting shape. So if she's stayed sharp this whole time and still been sparring and such, I haven't done enough research on that, so I don't know. And I understand coming out as this big of a favorite off of just name, essentially. It also seems like the times that there have been like the kind of like what's the signature win for her? Is it
Reboss?
Is it taking out Reboss the way that she did?
Yeah, that's probably
because other than that, I mean the step ups in competition kind of,
it's not there.
The resume like doesn't suggest that she should be the number 5 ranked fighter. So I'm kind of in like wait and see mode, I guess, with this to see like how she looks coming off of this long layoff, coming off of the health scares, seeing how it did affect her physically, maybe mentally too. Who knows? But if I had to bet right now, I'm with you. I would put my money on Silva because it's at least I know what I'm getting there.
And I know Barber's younger, but again, with the health stuff, she's been in some wars too, so I think her body could have a little bit more miles on her than her age. So, yeah.
Next, we are going to. Excuse me. We're going to lightweight, where we have Chris Duncan, 14-2. Chris Duncan, he's the -166 favorite against 17-7 Terrence McKinney, coming in as the +140 dog.
This could be a trap as well. McKinney is probably one of the more inconsistent fighters you're going to find on this roster. This man may look like a top 10 155er in some fights and finishes, but in other times he gets finished as well in the first round. So his chin is very, very questionable. You may say the same for Chris Duncan, but I think Duncan has shown enough to bounce back in it and through adversity and fight back through the fire. And I think fighting a Mateusz Rebecki in his last fight, Rebecki throws heavy. I mean, that fight was crazy. Probably one of my favorite fights of this year, actually. Um, I think Duncan's chin is kind of getting a bit tougher. He took some shots against Rebecki. They may not have the same power, Rebecki and McKinney, but we are seeing just the jaw not be glass for Chris Duncan, which he was getting. People were kind of hitting on him for as a negative was his chin coming into the UFC, but it's coming around and it looks good. But Chris Duncan is at ATT, I believe, and he is looking more and more improved. I think his game is looking solid. His jiu-jitsu is looking solid. And again, his striking is coming around as well. McKinney looks like he's a good athlete. He looks strong, he looks fast, but that's very only for 5 to 7 minutes of the fight. If it gets into that later second round, into the third round, McKinney is gassed and he just is not a good fighter, man. He's just not reliable at all with his skill. Again, he can be exposed, he can get hit, he can get knocked out, but also he can get subbed as well. And I do think that's how he loses this fight. I think Chris Duncan submits Terrence McKinney here. Yeah, give me Chris Duncan to win by submission.
Gave you a method too. Sure.
I'm just not too high. Like again, Terrence McKinney, he's really strong hips, athletic, and all that. But I think the skill set and just the skill from Chris Duncan on the ground is just, I think he's going to show levels. So
McKinney's 6-4 in his UFC career. It's the inconsistency. Yeah. To your point, it's the roller coaster.
It all was good in the first round, but yeah.
That's going to take us to the, for God knows what reason, feature bout of the prelims. The last feature bout they're going to have on ESPN history. Going to feature. It's going to be. Just put that in context for you people. It's going to be a lightweight bout between the plus 180 dog, 16-3 Manuel Torres. He's going to be taking on, for my money, the most boring fighter in the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and yet somehow the number 13th ranked lightweight in the world, 23-2-1, the minus 218 favorite, Grant Dawson.
Hopefully Torres has been nothing but takedown defense all camp. If this fight is on the feet, Torres is live to knock Dawson out. But Dawson again is just going to find those hips and lay and pray and just do his thing on the ground. So again, this could be really, really exciting with the finish from Torres or Dawson laying and praying for 15 minutes. So
you sound defeated as you say that, bro.
Because
it's Grant Dawson, bro.
Yeah.
Why is he featuring anything?
Crazy, man. Again, I don't know what the UFC is doing with this guy. Like, they keep feeding him top 20 to 30 fighters just to build up his resume. I mean,
and they got him in the top 15 now.
Like, give him a ranked fighter. Let's see him against bigger names. Like, what are we doing here? Like, stop feeding him and boosting up his numbers and stats. And come on, man.
Let my man Bahamondes get his hands on this dude. Man. Since you want to go to the ground and shit,
good fight.
Go to the ground. Let my man Bahamondes get them fucking legs on you.
I like that. I like that fight. Yeah, I'll take the wrestler here, I guess.
Yeah, there's just no way to make it exciting with Grant Dawson.
This shit makes me
exactly,
sick,
man. You're spitefully picking.
I fucking hate this pick. Yeah, we all pray for Manuel Torres knockout. So yeah,
man,
come on now, Loco, please.
We're counting on you, bro. Like,
yeah. Let's get it. Yeah, just go to the main card.
Get Grant Dawson out of our life, please, man. We'll head to the main card.
Ooh, nice.
Main card. Opening up the main card. We have a top 10 light heavyweight match, or top 11, light heavyweight matchup, and This feels like it could be like a fraud check type of fight where we have the former light heavyweight champion, who I'll always love for beating that fraud, Israel Adesanya. And still somehow the number 5 ranked light heavyweight in the world.
That's crazy.
That's wild. 29-11-1 Jan Blachowicz. He's going to be taking on number 11, 18-3 Bogdan Guskov. Guskov comes in as plus 114 favorite. Blachowicz the minus 135 favorite. Plus 114 dog, sorry, for Guskov.
Like Drew said, this does feel like a trap. This is a weird fight to call. Because I know Jan is almost 43 years old, which is crazy to see. That's that. Wild. Goodness gracious. But we've kind of seen him just be a little bit more gun shy with his Polish power nowadays. I just feel like he's more of a punching bag more than anything. But I do feel like Jan Blachowicz does have this sort of style where he really slows things down for his opponents, and he really makes it like a really weird kind of striking back and forth a little bit. Kind of makes these fights a little interesting with the pace that he fights at. Now, if Guskov just says "fuck it" and just goes for it, we'll see, and we'll probably the Polish power may the counter from Jan. I don't know. But again, this could be a fraud check, man. I don't know. Like Guskov, yes, the finishers look phenomenal, but who are they against? They're against like just some low tier, terrible chin fighters. Again, Krylov. The chin is gone from Krylov.
Ryan Spann.
Ugh. Like Billy Alcana. Ugh.
Yeah.
Zach Pauga. Ugh.
Yeah.
Like, and then he lost to Volkanovski back in 2020. I think that was
his debut. Yeah.
I know Guskov is looking good, guys, but I don't know if we could just pull this trigger yet of like he's gonna beat the OG. I don't know.
But
it's just weird. It's a weird fight.
Yeah.
But again, Jan is just weird. He's just a weird fighter to fight against. People kind of fall into this lull with him of just.
Well, that's exactly it, right? Is that Jan is gonna like, and I think that's part of the 43-year-old angle, right? Is that, man, he's been in there, and he's been in there with the best, bro. He's just gonna drag him down to his level and kind of drag him into the mud wherever he wants the fight to kind of be. It feels like. And that's why, like, yeah, yeah, man, I'm with OG on this one, man. Hesitantly, but again, I just think he has the tools to make it. He has the tools, I feel like, and the experience to dictate the fight the way that he wants to potentially, and make it muddy.
More of an IQ chess matchy game from the OG.
Like you said, if Guskov comes out and just wants to go full blitz, then fuck it, it's a wrap. But Jan let him too.
Exactly, and Guskov hasn't really fought someone to punch back, and so yeah, I have Guskov written in my phone for my pick, but again, this is a weird fight, and
it's the check back one for sure.
This might be a Friday pick but for right now, I'm going to go the underdog, Guskov. Give me Guskov.
All right.
Check back Friday, guys. This could be a pick switch.
Up next, my favorite fight on the card. We have got my guy. We've got the bantamweight division. We have the number 10 ranked bantamweight in the world. One of my least favorite fighters of all time. He's the plus 225 dog, 16-5, former double champ, triple C's, as he named himself. One of the shittiest podcasters in the world, Henry Cejudo. He's gonna be taking on 10-1, and what shocked me, the minus 278 favorite. The future, man. Payton Talbot, future of the division. Let's get it. Future starts Saturday.
It's crazy to see Henry Cejudo's last win was against Dominic Cruz in the pandemic 2020.
Dude, do the people
That's
don't
crazy.
just get fooled by him being out there with Usman all the time talking his shit and just dig deep. Don't fall for the name recognition. Like, do some digging and watch.
I know Henry Cejudo is still coaching fighters, but it's different when you're training people and you training for a fight against a very bright up and coming fighter. I believe these two have cross paths as well in the gym. But I just find it hard to pick Henry Cejudo here, who is fully into podcasting and everything else except fighting, especially for his own career. So I cannot take this man serious. I haven't taken him serious for the last 3 years. Yeah, I get people betting on him because of the wrestling pedigree, but again, I'm taking the growth of Payton Talbot to still add to his game, and we've seen the growth in his last fight against Diego Lima. And I know people saying that's Lima. I get it. There's different fighters, but again, we are just seeing the growth and a young prospect still growing in his skill at 27 years old, still soaking up game. I think that Payne Talbot is still growing. I think we may see some better takedown defense here, and again, the striking, the output from this man.
In this matchup, particularly the length.
The length.
The length is gonna be a huge issue.
I know that Payne Talbot's going to load up on that knee straight up the middle and just again, I just think the long limb Payne Talbot could just have some ways to navigate through the wrestling and the defense, kind of have leverage on the ground with his long limbs. Yeah, man, I can't take people serious picking Henry Cejudo in 2025. And maybe Henry may shut me up for saying that, but I gotta see it to believe it. Yeah, give me Payton Talbot to win. I think. Oh, don't get Q here. Just give me decision.
Yeah.
Just decision. Yeah. I was gonna call for a finish.
Allow me. So Henry, everybody talks about Henry's wrestling, right? Where was it at against Song? He got caught trying to strike and thinking he's a striker.
He does play with that striking a little bit more.
He does. He doesn't. If he wrestled as much as the wrestlers do over the course of his whole career, mind you, not just recently, but over the course of his whole career, he'd have been even greater than he already was. I think he's just going to continue to throw dirt on his own legacy. Bro, you're potentially ending your career 0-4 after retiring as the double champ and beating Dominic Cruz and cementing yourself as you could have been the GOAT. And now look at how this shit is ending for you. Aljo came back for the title shot with Aljo, right? I felt comfortable thinking, Aljo's way too big for him. Then Merab clowns you, shows you there's levels. And then Song, what are you trying to reinvent something? And you're like, oh, I'll strike with him. Strike with Payton Talbot.
Yeah, terrible idea.
See what happens. Go for it. To me, the only route to victory for Henry Cejudo is him tapping back into his wrestling. And that's if he can even get inside and get close enough. And to your point, Talbot, the evolution keeps happening. He keeps getting better. The Felipe Lima, what the things that I took from that fight were, one, he bounced back and looked better than we've seen him look after his first career loss. A fight that, again, was the trajectory was being set for him. And there was that little speed bump, and it could have totally derailed him, except he bounced back and he looked excellent. He was aggressive. He looked great. This is a huge, fork in the road for his career already. Because, there's no shame in losing your 12th professional fight to a guy who's an Olympic gold medalist and 2-division champion. But
I actually like this fight for Payton.
Oh, I think it's the perfect. I think it's again putting the rocket on his ass. I think this is the perfect fight for that because I can I tell you why I'm so excited. Why this is my favorite fight on the card? If I'm being honest, it's not just that I'm a Payton Talbot fanboy. It's got nothing to do with Frank Ocean. It's the fact that I can't wait. I, I hope I'm praying on the downfall of Henry Cejudo. I pray that he gets his shit rocked and he gets knocked out, or he just gets beat the fuck up for 3 rounds to the point that he don't even want to go on that stupid podcast with Marty Fake Newsman and face the light. I want to see what goofy ass excuse he comes up with for why he got his ass kicked by Payton Talbot and how he's going to sidestep giving Payton Talbot his props and find a way to be like, yeah, but shut up, nigga. Don't want to hear it. And Marty Fake Newsman going to have his stupid back too. He's a stupid, goofy ass too. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait for this fight, bro. I can't wait for this fight. I can't wait for the Payton Talbot coming out party. Can't wait for it.
I got 2 things. So I was kind of rolling through the resume, the last 5 fights of Henry Cejudo against Marlon Moraes in 2019. This went 1-4 for takedowns. Okay, that's Marlon Moraes. Dominic Cruz, he went 1-5 against Dominic Cruz. This is Dominic Cruz in 2020. And then in his latest fight against Song Yadong, he went 0 for 3 for takedowns.
Do your research, people.
So
don't just look at the fact that he was an Olympian. Like, do the research.
Again, Henry does play with this karate wide stance a lot. That leg is there to be chopped up. The leg kicks to damage the mobility of Henry Cejudo is there all night for Payton Talbot. I know the coaches are looking at that. Calf kicks, leg kicks, damage the lead leg, and had to have a load up knees straight up the middle just whenever he shoots. But I feel like judges are leaning more towards the strikes, and the people are trying to get up and do something other than people laying and praying. The wrestlers nowadays. So again, I think Payton Talbot does get up from these takedowns if he does get taken down. But again, Henry Cejudo's records for takedowns is not looking too good the last 5 fights.
Not even attempts. Like, there's not even the attempts, the activity of attempts. So, even
again, and he's not a really heavy output striker as well. So again, I just don't see the angle for people who betting on this the underdog. So
it's all name. That's all it can be at this point.
So yeah.
Like, can I tell you when I knew this fight was over? Henry Cejudo went on his podcast. And he actually was real for once. And he was talking about getting back in the gym and sparring and how he was getting his ass touched up and pieced up. And he was like, man, I had to look and like question if I got it anymore. First of all, everyone says about pro athletes anyways, if you even think about retiring, let alone to do it, you already got 1 foot out anyways. If you're thinking about retiring, he full on retired, then tried to come back and is 0-3 since. Why he's still fighting is beyond me. But when you sit there and you've already retired once, then you come back and you're 0-3 since retirement, and then you start training again to fight one of the young up and comers who is 6 inches taller than you and has a 6.5 inch reach advantage over you. And you're in the gym saying, yeah, man, I don't even know if I still got it, bro. You have everything that this dude is fighting for right now, man. Get out of here, bro. He's gonna get his ass kicked on Saturday. I can't wait. Fuck all that. I'm putting that to I'm definitely Talbot by knockout.
Yeah.
Definitely putting that bet down.
Yeah.
TKO, whatever. Like that. Somebody stepping in and pulling Payton Talbot off of Henry Cejudo on Saturday. Little fucking useless midget.
Yeah.
You know what a piece of shit you gotta be if you from LA and all fuck with you, man? Get out of here, man. Get Cejudo out of my life. Again, I can't wait for his goofy podcast and all the excuses he's gonna have for why he got his ass ran through by Payton Talbot. Ugh. Sorry. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Up next, we're gonna go. I think that one thing that I do like about this, and I like that they do with the flyweight division, when they do flyweight, like when they do a Pantoja fight, man, they really settle up the flyweight division with that card and the following card because they're doing it again with this one. Again, one that has a potential to be one of the fights of the night. We have the plus 105 dog, the former champion, number 2 ranked flyweight in the world, 23-8-2, Brandon Moreno. He is going to be taking on the number 5 ranked, 17-1, Tatsu Taira, who's the minus 125 favorite.
This may be a shocker to you guys, but I'm going to take the Mexican here. I'm going to take Brandon Moreno in this fight. I know that Taira is a young prospect, and he looked great in his last fight.
Yeah.
And I believe 2 fights ago, he was coming off his first loss to Roy Val, I believe. And then he bounced back against Park, which that Park fight, I believe, was on, I don't know if it was short notice or not, but he looked great nonetheless.
And the Roy Val loss was a split decision loss.
It was close.
Yeah.
And I think Taira may be the second best flyweight jiu-jitsu person in this division. To get your back, the way he gets your back so fast is absolutely crazy. But man, like Brandon Moreno has fought some of the best grappler jiu-jitsu people in this division, and he has gone to split decisions, upsetted Davison Figueiredo, again, lost and split decision to Brandon Royval, and had wars with the champion Pantoja, who's number 1 grappler in this division, I think. I think Brandon Moreno just has seen what Taira has many, many times. He's been tested against the best. The boxing, the hands. I'm still kind of wondering to see what Taira looks like. The striking, I still think it's being evolved as we speak. I still think this is a great match, but I think Moreno just has the skill set to edge out wherever this fight may go. Give me the underdog and Brandon Moreno to win by decision.
I like that.
And we love Taira, man. We love Taira on this channel. Like, we love the guy, but yeah, this is a tough one. This is a tough fight.
I think that I almost jumped in when you started talking about Taira's jiu-jitsu. For me, spoiler alert, that's the key. He's great at getting your back. If he can get Moreno, and there's gonna be I feel like there's gonna be times because the Moreno fights, low key, they give me anxiety sometimes. He gets into firefights and the scrambles and all that. There's going to be a moment where this thing turns into a firefight or a scramble on the ground that gets a little hectic. To your point, he's seen it all at the absolute highest level, highest of level against all kinds of different. His resume is stupid. For me, it's a matter of if Taira can get his back. If he can get his back in one of those crazy scrambles, you got a chance. I just think Moreno has more tools and more routes to victory. And any guy that has more routes to victory, unless you are spoiler alert, Merab or Hamzat or something if you are so not singularly based on that, but if that's if you have that one tool that is your main strength, it has to be so overwhelmingly good for me to feel confident in picking a guy who's as well-rounded and who's been through what Moreno has been through. So slightly give me Moreno too on that one. But that one, again, we're getting into the ones where it's all right, we got potential for some fight of the nights here.
This is going to be the first third round fight that Brandon Moreno has been in since 2020.
Yeah.
So
COVID era. Yeah.
This guy's been in 9 5-round fights coming into this fight. I think the 15 minutes is going to pay off for him as activity, just landing a lot more, being more active. I think he's just,
he's got to be thrilled.
Absolutely.
He's got to be in camp just like, oh, this is a breeze,
I
bro.
can
man.
do whatever in 15
what?
minutes. So, yeah, bro. I like the underdog. I love the price. I love the underdog shot here. This may be one of my favorite underdogs on the card.
Okay. All right. Up next, staying in the flyweight division. And again, winner of the last fight we just talked about. Hey, man, you get on the mic, talk spicy. We have the champ, in my opinion, most underrated fighter on the planet, the most overlooked, the most disrespected fighter on the planet. This isn't my first time saying this. I've been on this for a while. The last couple of times we talked about this dude, the champ, 30-5. He's a minus 238 favorite, the cannibal, Alessandro Pantoja. He's going to be taking on what I actually heard. I heard him referred to as potentially the flyweight John Jones because of the age and the potential to become champion and just run a division potentially for a long time. Wow. I don't necessarily agree, but he's the number one ranked flyweight in the world, 24-year-old, 15-2, Joshua Van, who's coming in as the plus 195 dog.
Drew, I'm gonna let you go first.
Pantoja. He, much like Merab also one of the most underrated and overlooked great fighters on this roster. Pantoja's seen it all. He's seen it all. They had to go outside of the promotion to find people to challenge him for the belt. They had to not fast track Joshua Van, but I mean, he definitely has played his cards right. I don't think he's ready yet. I think that of the challengers to Pantoja, he more so than Kai Kara, a lot more so, honestly, than Kai Kara France. Because Kai Kara France, at least, like the route to victory for him was like, well, you got to strike. Van has the hands. It sounds weird, but like Van, for me, a Van, the advantage that Van has in this fight, obviously, like his boxing's crazy, right? This guy has. It's his youth. And the fact that every time you see this dude, and I respect about him, he's not scared. He doesn't seem to really care or be bothered by the moment or like the big stage. He's unbothered by that shit at 24. I feel like he's gonna get in there in the cage with Pantoja, and he's not gonna look across and be phased at all. Crowd going crazy, he's not gonna be phased. He's not gonna be worried about it. He's just gonna go out there and fight his fight. The thing is, some of those firefights you get into a Royval, which again, like fight of the year candidate, you get into those with Pantoja, and it's different. He's gonna slip, take you down, throw a choke on you before you even knew what happened. And that's the part where, as much as I think the youth works to his advantage in dealing with the atmosphere and everything, I think in dealing with the actual fighter across from him, I think that's where it's gonna harm him the most. Pantoja's too good across the board, man. He really is. This won't be. Look, this isn't gonna be the last time Van's fighting for the flyweight title. Let's get that out of the way. He's gonna be around for a long time. Eventually, he will be the flyweight champion one day. It's just not gonna be Saturday, man. Pantoja's too good. And for me, the question Saturday for Pantoja is like, all right, what do we got to do to get this dude? Like, what is it going to be? Does he have to move up to try to take on Alex or take on a Merab? He talked about Merab moving down, which is like, what? Are you crazy? Like, but what do we have to do to get this man the credit and the attention and that he deserves? Because this is getting ridiculous, man. Like he beats Van. What like?
Yeah,
what are we doing?
There's not much in the flyweight division other like there's no one there yet.
If Tatsu win, like if Taira, then that's kind of what you got to hope for, I guess. If you're a fan of the flyweight division, but yeah, man, like it's gonna Pantoja. This man is respect. Hopefully he can finally get it on Saturday.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have Joshua Van's name written on my phone right now as the pick. This may pick switch on Friday. But the boxing, I think Pantoja does take a lot of damage, but he's actually been pretty good without taking any damage the last 2 fights. So maybe the defense is getting there, but Joshua Van, I think he has an underrated ground game. I know we're dealing with someone who's a specialist on the ground, but I think we are going to see just what Joshua Van can do on the ground as far as defensive grappling and stuff like that. I think the small stature may play into his favor here, just being smaller. Pantoja trying to grab down instead of up, just little stuff like that. I'm trying to find a way to, say the champ's going to lose, but yeah, it's more of the boxing, the hands, the precision. I think his power is going to be there, as we saw.
I was going to say, if anybody can catch Pantoja, man, it's going to be Joshua Van. Like, anybody can put him to sleep catching him. It's going to be Joshua Van.
But earlier, I mean, like 2 years ago, Van was getting his back taken by lesser grapplers. So yeah, that's something right there. How big is what's the lines again for this?
So we're looking at Pantoja minus 238, Van plus 195. And I mean, out here, pretty much the same. MGM, Caesar you can get a plus 200. But
yeah. Right now, I'm gonna go with and new. Again, Friday I may pick switch, but yeah, man, I don't know. This is a crazy fight. I love this fight though.
It's a great fight. And honestly, like, I know that I just talked about, like, oh, they had to go outside the promotion and stuff, but like it is well earned. Like, for Josh Van earned this title fight. Like, it wasn't just because, oh, he cleaned out the division or something. Like, nah, man, this kid is showing his ass, man. Like, he's definitely earned the title fight. Last ESPN pay-per-view main event, the bantamweight title in a rematch. Again, in my opinion, even though he just won the SB for Fighter of the Year or whatever, that means nothing. He's so underrated to me. Catch him running around Blue Diamond, man, out here in the Southwest streets, bro. The bantamweight champ, 21-4, Merab the Machine Dwalishvili. He's the minus 425 favorite over your boy, number 3, 19-5, Petr Yan, who's the plus 330 dog in the rematch.
If you guys don't know, I'm a Petr Yan stan boy. I'm a fanboy of this man. I've been a fan of Petr Yan since I saw his debut fight. But like, I think that the only thing that I can say negative about Merab in this fight is the activity going to catch up to him, and is his body going to bounce back and be at a championship fight level against a really, really good fighter in Petr Yan. The quick turnaround. Will the machine need to reboot, troubleshoot on Saturday, and will he be 100%? Because I think he needs to be on his A game. I just don't know how much I want to play into that first fight of Petr Yan being injured, and that's why we didn't see the best performance from Petr Yan. But again, Merab, with each fight that he's had, is evolving in his striking. His striking is even a lot better than the first fight. And I think Petr Yan may be fighting a different fighter nowadays. And I don't think Petr Yan has really grown that much since their first fight. He may just be a little bit a twitch quicker, maybe in some striking, but Petr Yan is still doing the same thing that Petr Yan has done. I just think Merab is going to overwhelm with strikes, and when he's losing the striking battle, again, he's just going to shoot for takedowns and just do what he does. I just think he's going to take away the best thing that Yan has, and that's the distance and the striking. So I really wanted to pick
Look, man, I'm gonna be honest. I came here. I couldn't wait to hear how you were gonna find a path to victory. For PO to hear, I was waiting for it, bro.
I might just throw a few dollars on my guy Peter Yan, just for fanboy's sake. But I just don't see this fight going any different than the first fight, man. Merab is just a different guy.
49 takedown attempts in the first fight.
And I know he probably ended up with 11 of them, 15 of them.
He defended 11 of them.
So it's the same recipe, and no one has anything to fight that or combat that recipe. So it's gonna be another decision win, I think. And yeah. I feel like we're gonna come off a really good high from the co-main.
Man,
and just chill out on the main event. Just
that's gonna be the union break fight of the night. You get your union break out early at the Blachowicz. Not even that, because I kind of want to. That even intrigues me.
Grant Dawson, guys, is their union break.
Oh, Christ. Grant Dawson's career is a union break. Look, man. This is just gonna be like what's next from Rob. Because okay, Jan's best weapon. You would say it's his striking, his boxing in particular.
Boxing, yeah.
Right? Go back and watch the first fight. I firmly believe part of the reason why Merab attempted the 49 takedowns was because every time, even when he was denied on a takedown, right, he would get right back up and get right back in Jan's face before he could even try to set up any boxing. He took away Jan's best weapon with just the relentless pressure. That's the thing with Merab, right? Is you notice, you watch his fights, even when he's not getting the takedowns, if you stop him, he's just going to 5 seconds later. He is undeterred when he is going for that takedown. And the motor, the machine, it never does it show itself more than during those times, right? He smothered Jan. He was constantly in his face. Why would he go away from that in this fight? Why would he do anything different? Merab 4-1, 5-0. I don't know. Like, I for the sake of the fight and just our sanity towards the end of the night, before getting into the fun with Chael and all that at the end of the night, I hope Jan is able to get some of his shit off. He looked awesome. And I don't know how much of it was levels, but man, he looked great against McGee. He was crispy. He was firing back. He was countering. He was returning. Because McGee, he was landing some shit too. Nothing crazy, but he was landing some shit. And Jan was just walking through and firing back. He looked so good. So good.
But Jan has this thing where he keeps everything right here.
Yeah.
But we have to worry about
body's wide open.
The hips, man. Like,
well, and I mean, here's the thing too, right? Is Jan gonna come out is he gonna come out slow?
Again, that first round is basically his opponent's because he takes time.
Always is a slow starter. You can't slow start again. So who was it? I forget who I was listening to talk about like how, because I get to a certain point with some of these fights that like as soon as they get announced, I'm like, well, what's next? Like I look ahead, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was listening to someone talking about Merab and what it's going to take to beat him, which is going to take someone who can either just come out and just scorch him right off the jump, but just and rock his shit. Or it's going to take someone with an absolute motor like he has and the relentlessness like he has and just enough takedown defense that you have to go out and you have to just take the first like 2 rounds from him. And when you're looking at this fight, you're already thinking, yeah, Merab 1-0 to start off because Jan of the slow start. So you're already fighting down 1 round. Now you got to pull 3 out of the next 4. Like you're behind the 8 ball to start off, man. And that's I know like we talk about sometimes with certain fights and fighters, like, well, let's see what version of them shows up on Saturday. We know what version of him is going to show up. Same one that shows up every fucking time he fights. The one who not takes the first round off, but just like is feeling out the first round and is chilling. Like, and you can't afford to do that against Merab, man. I think Merab is just going to be the same thing as last fight. Constant pressure. Don't let him get his shit off. Smother him. Maybe not aesthetically pleasing. Merab gets reckless too. I've noticed that in his last couple of fights. He's trying to kind of like expand his game a little bit more and be entertaining with a little bit like sprinkles of excitement in there, but also like he's still reckless and doesn't quite know what the fuck he's doing. So like, I don't think we're gonna see too much of that because he knows Jan's the type that like, bro, you fuck around with him, he can catch you. He could, and we kind of saw him not get like he got what was his last? Who did Corey. There were a couple times where Corey touched him, and it seemed like, oh, yeah. I've never seen Merab give someone the satisfaction of having a reaction. He had that a couple times. Can Jan do that? Maybe, but
So that's the thing. If Merab wants to, because he is standing a little bit more, striking a little bit more. If Jan can land these few calf kicks that may damage his leg early, I know that may not stop the takedowns, but just damage the mobility,
slow him down at least,
strengthen in his lower body. Yeah, I mean, again, but
try to take advantage of when Merab makes the mistakes of getting into a firefight with you, or his pride kind of maybe showing itself a little bit and being like, no, I can be an exciting fighter too. I've been working on my stand-up and blah. Like, bro, Aljo is not Petr Yan. Like, so if Petr can maybe catch him with a mistake in one of those kind of exchanges, but that's what I mean. Like, we're kind of grasping at straws too, and just really searching for like that was a reach. We're really reaching for ways for Jan to get the victory, even just slow Merab down. We're not even talking about stopping him. We're talking about slowing him down.
And I'll bring this up, like when Aljamain and Jan fought the second time, Aljamain was all wrestling. Yeah. It says 22 takedown attempts. Only 2 were successful, but
constant pressure.
It was a split decision, and Jan got off the striking and won these rounds. But again, it was a close fight. That's probably what we hope for, or Jan hopes for, is just have these moments in 20 minutes because the first round is already Morales probably.
Maybe stealing like those late round, you get into an exchange and the optics at least, maybe you steal a round or 2. Yeah.
But again, we're just hoping.
Yeah, that's it.
We're just like, hopefully it happens. But
because guess what? If the game plan worked for Aljo the second time, and if it worked for Merab the first time, then why in the F word would you go away from it the third time?
Exactly.
Just relentless pressure and don't let him get his shit off and keep. Again, I don't think Merab would care if he goes 2 for 55 on takedown attempts. Like, he's just going to keep on throwing them at you, and that's all that matters, because it's going to keep Jan off balance.
This is Jan's kryptonite. In the UFC is just wrestling, so I don't really count that Sean O'Malley loss because I think he was robbed. That shit was crazy. I was like, no way, bro. Don't.
You know what's funny too is I was just like when I was scrolling through Jan, and it was he got Sherdog that was voted the 2022 robbery of the year when Aljo took his belt with that knee. Jan just victimized in his UFC career. Petr Yan can't catch a break, dog.
So yeah, man. I mean, me and Drew both have and still in the main event, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's Look, if we're being real, I don't know what it's going to take for me to ever pick against this guy.
Like I did already with Umar, and we saw how that went. So I thought Umar was the only person to beat Merab, but it's crazy.
I mean, and that's got to be the next logic. Like, I mean, as long as Umar gets past 324,
Figgy, right?
yeah, which that seems like they're trying to set it. Like, all right, we'll give you the name of Figgy, even though he's this big in that division still, and like, it'll be a name enough that'll get you back in, and boom. They did it with Sandhagen.
I do like that Umar is kind of like earning his number
I dig
one.
that.
He's just being active. He's not sitting around like I deserve a title shot. He's Bautista, now Figgy. Respect.
And it's like, yeah, and that's it. It's like, but honestly, like after Bautista, he could have been like, yeah, I'll just chill. But like, no,
respect.
Let me fight Figgy. Hey man, if we're being honest, like I kind of feel bad for Umar because like you got to be out there with all them killers, and them niggas are just bringing home belts in multiple divisions, and you got your shot, and you were the one that couldn't get it. Like, yeah, bro. Like I don't envy that position, bro. And it's like you got to be looking at just people like it's Merab, man. Like, what you want me to do, bro?
All right, man. That's all the breakdown for this Saturday's card, UFC 323. Again, I'm gonna give my final picks. Tune in for Friday's episode. I will go over my top 5 confident picks, my favorite underdogs, and my favorite bets for this Saturday.
And like real quick, man, tune into that shit for real, and follow the socials for real because like he posts everything. He give it to you in nice, clean graphics.
Oh yeah,
give you everything you need, like on the TikTok and all that. Like, and I promise y'all, giving away money. Like, just go back and look at the Qatar card. Like, who else had? I'm sorry, who'd you have by submission that cashed out last week? Like, that's what I mean.
Amabayev and Armin Sarukian.
That's it. Like giving out money. The Sarukian was over 300 plus 3, wasn't it? It was like plus 3 on the juice. Like that's y'all understand. Plus 3 on the juice is like that's gonna turn your unit into 4 units right there.
Plus 275 for Armin Sarukian to win by submission. Yeah. And then Amabayev was plus 350.
That's the one. Yeah. That's gonna turn your unit into 4.5 units right there. And he's giving it away for free. Like, I'm just saying, like, I ain't mean to cut, but just tune back in Friday and follow the socials, man. Cause like it's right there for y'all, I promise.
So starting from the bottom and working my way to the top of the card for the picks. I'm going Santos again. I don't know. I'm a little iffy about that one, guys. Abdul-Malik. I'm going to Aslan, dog number 1. Jalen Turner. Next fight, I'm going Marvin Vettori, everyone's favorite racist, dog number 2. Next fight, I'm going Nazim Sadykov, dog number 3. Next fight, I'm going Karina Silva, dog number 4. Goodness gracious, 3 dogs in a row. Next fight, we're going Duncan. And then next fight, to end off the prelims, we're going Grant Dawson. But we pray for it. We pray for El Loco here.
One of the times okay with being wrong.
In the main card, I'm going Guskov, dog number 5. Drew is going the OG and Jan Blachowicz. Me and Drew are both going our boy Payton Talbot
by knockout.
Yes, talk that shit. Next fight, we are both going Brandon Moreno.
Yep.
Dog number 6 or dog number 5? Dog number 5.
5.
In the co-main event, we are split. I'm going Joshua Van and New. Drew is going and still Pantoja. That's dog number 6 for me. And in the main event, we are both going and still Merab Dvalishvili to retain that belt.
6. Yo, on the first listen, he giving y'all 6 dogs, man. Like, come on.
Guys, and like these are really valuable dogs here. I'm not just trying to find some fucking.
He ain't throwing and here's the thing too. He gives you the Hail Mary picks.
Yeah.
He give every event. He give you hey man, here go the Hail Mary right here. All right. So if you're that type of better, he got that for you too.
So yeah, they're just I feel like mid-year this year, I just started doing a graphic for my top 5 confident picks, my favorite underdogs, and my bets that I just placed for the cards. So like Drew said, they're all on TikTok, Keep It a Buck Media, or KIAB Media, and on Twitter and Instagram. I posted it everywhere. So the socials will be down in the description below if you guys want to go, follow me and
go get free money. Like for real, for no other reason. Go get free money, y'all.
So for the year right now for the picks, I am 287 right. I am 194 wrong, 1 draw, and 3 no contest. That's what the stats are looking like for the picks. And yeah, guys, we're just slowly working our way to 30K. We're almost at 22,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. So if you guys want to head to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. That'd be great. If you're listening to this on Spotify or watching on Spotify, after this is done, hit that follow button for us. That would do a lot of great things for us. It'll get a lot more attention on the podcast if you follow and rate the podcast 5 stars. But Drew, you have anything to say, man? Before we head off,
man, long live the ESPN era, man. It was
RIP
nice. To the ESPN era. It was. We had some good stuff on there, man. We had some trash on there.
Absolutely.
But if we could be real, the ESPN era, I will say this, it got us through the pandemic, man.
It did.
Really, really got us through some dark times, bro. So like ESPN era, if nothing else, y'all did that for us, man. RIP ESPN.
But boy, I am so happy. Last $85 I'm spending on buying a pay-per-view. I am not one of these guys who streams on some websites. I'm a loyal customer, and I can't wait to save $85, dog.
Amen.
That can go to food or some bets.
I was gonna say that can go to stacking even more on the bets, man.
But thank you guys for this breakdown. Thank you for just being here. Hope you guys enjoy the content. And we will see you next week for the last card of 2025 and the last ESPN card. So
it is.
Yeah, man. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.